thank you for joining me today. So today we're going to talk about an interesting topic which is often overlooked. So today we're going to be talking about your energy bank. So first of all, you may be thinking, what is this? So I've just made some notes here and let's get into the video. So your energy bank, imagine the analogy of, let's say, a battery power being 100% when it's full of energy and fully charged. And then, as energy gets expended through various means, slowly the energy of 100% of the battery slowly decreases and diminishes. So just maybe keep in mind this analogy when dealing with all the aspects of your chronic fatigue syndrome, ME, or long COVID journey. So I'm going to get into a little bit more detail here about what this really means and some good examples for you. So in my opinion, this could be broken down into 4 categories. So the thing is to remember, it's not just the obvious things that that may drain your energy when you have chronic fatigue syndrome or ME. It's not just oh, one day I overdid it, I pushed a bit too hard and physically did too much, and then the next day I'm knackered, I'm depleted, I'm in bed all day. Yes, of course this can happen 100%, and this is the obvious one to pick on and make an example of. However, I'm here to shed the light on a few other areas which you may not initially consider that do actually drain your energy bank, your overall battery power, if you like. So let's get into the video. So the first category is environmental. So environmental areas that could drain your energy and drain that battery power, so to speak. So what I mean by this is the heat, too much time in the sun, even something such as, if it's always dark outside and it's winter time, this can make you feel sort of down and depressed, and like the energy is sapped out of you. This is also an element to consider as well. And in addition, family arguments or heated debates can cause you stress and flare-ups, and that can drain your battery and your energy bank as well. And noise, fast-paced, stressful TV, and flashing lights, and abrasive noise, or anything abrasive really. So this is just some of the aspects under the environmental section that you may want to consider. So moving on to the second category, a few examples of things that might drain your energy that you might not initially be aware of. So emotional. Many on our journey, it can be really it can be tough. It can be emotionally tough, and these are some things to be aware of that can be emotionally draining and drain your energy bank or your battery, so to speak. So trauma. Anything that causes you trauma or triggers that trauma from the past or anything like that, or this emotional area sort of comes down to what triggers you. So maybe this is just something to think about. Maybe note down any areas or trauma or emotional aspects that may trigger you, cause you grief, and drain that energy, that battery power of yours. So yeah, so I suggest maybe do some introspective work. Maybe write down and note these things down, because then once you're aware of them, they can be managed and maybe avoided, and in turn you can conserve yourself some energy for that all-important rest and recovery. So the third category, if you like, that I'd like to share with you is the physical aspect, and this may be the most obvious one. Like, for example, initially I mentioned you might overdo it one day. You might do physically too much. You might push too hard, and this is part of the journey, and you shouldn't be too harsh on yourself about this, because I've done it, and I'm sure many other people have done it along their journey as well. And it's just something to note and to learn from. So physical aspects that could drain your energy bank or your battery, so to speak, could be pushing too hard, physically overdoing it. Maybe you walked too far one day, or you did too much cooking, or it could be anything dependent on your overall percentage level of overall health. And if you don't know what I mean by this, then I highly suggest watching my other videos or checking out the links down below to the free resources where I shed some more light on this, because this could really help you and your knowledge on your recovery journey. Anyway, back to it. Yeah, and also another one is dealing with physical symptoms. Like you might have, really bad brain fog or headache or gut issues or back issues or neck pain or flare-ups or inflammation, and this, managing these symptoms can be really draining as well. So these are just all things to consider that might add up and drain your energy bank or your battery power, so to speak. And the last category is the mental aspect. So areas that might come under this category would be stress. Are you, well, I'm guessing you probably are stressed because it's an awful condition and it's a really tough journey. I know it was for me at least. And, now I'm fully recovered. I, dedicate myself to sharing as many tips and advice as I can with you guys to help you recover as quickly and as best as you can. So under the mental section, you could say stress. Stress is about, it might be something like worrying, will I recover? Am I on the right path? Am I doing the right thing? All these kind of questions that can lead to overthinking and lead to that mental stress, and that can subsequently really drain your energy bank or your battery power, so to speak. And this can be really hard. What I would suggest, or well, at least how I overcame or managed this mental area of stress and uncertainty, you could say, is meditation's really great. Being aware and noting down the things that cause you stress, but also I would highly recommend, if you're not already, checking out a recovery process. Like, are you on a recovery plan? Are you working with a coach? Are you on a dedicated CFS recovery program? And